and music, set in motion.
All right, welcome to another episode of Words and Music, where we talk about music and maybe even we might even play music today because I have my guest today in the studio, Al Ravaglia.
Here we go. How you doing?
I said it right, Ravaglia?
Ravaglia, yeah, Ravaglia.
Oh, Ravaglia.
The G silent.
The
Yeah.
G is silent.
Don't forget.
Don't you forget.
I
The
mean,
G is silent. Ravaglia.
Ravaglia, yeah, Ravaglia.
Okay. I try to always ask people, am I saying
It's
your name
okay.
right?
Al, I'll be called every name in the book. Don't worry about it. What do I care?
So we are here. We're trying to get this podcast off the ground. Well, actually, we hope we stay on the ground.
Yeah.
But in any case, I'm gonna just let you guys know that this is just casual. This whole delivery style is casual, and it's not just for my friends. I can have some people that I don't consider friends in here.
Well, thank you, buddy. Okay, next.
But it is always more fun.
You're
with
my
friends.
friend.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just on the fly. I haven't rehearsed any of the questions. I'm gonna ask Al just some random questions,
Sure.
and we'll just interact.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe at the end we'll, go into a live jam because we.
I got a guitar there. Sure. Never know. Why not?
There.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you. I asked you this before, but I don't
Yeah.
remember the. Well, I think I remember the answer.
Yeah.
But what year did you start playing guitar?
Oh, well, as you know, I was born and raised in Italy, and I came over when I was about 17. And the first guitar was given to me by my aunt. I was 12 years old. And now just, the good old fashioned book. You look at the guitar, you're trying to put the fingers where they belong, and you strum and you say, okay, maybe. Anyway, and after 2 years, after I saved a few lira, because we had lira back in Italy, not dollars,
Right.
Anyway, I bought a 12 strings, Eco, EKO, Italian manufactured, and just because a solo singer, a famous Italian solo singer, and I looked at him with so much passion as I wanted to be like him, like a little kid. He's trying to, idolize somebody.
Right.
And he had a 12 string, so I bought 12 strings.
Yeah.
I still have it nowadays, by the way, which has been refurbished,
That's
and by a good friend of mine. And he's, I'm so happy I have it still. He's just so many memories,
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
The guy that's refurbishing it, he's got quite a background. Maybe we could get him in here also.
Oh yeah, Bob Gingras.
Yeah.
Bob Gingras, he has a really good background, really.
Yeah, he
He
does.
blew my mind, honestly. When he would, for what I've seen, the pictures on his wall, his little studio has at home, and he played with a lot of heavy duty people.
Right.
But anyway, he's a great guy. Also does a great job refurbishing stuff. So if you ever need anything,
I didn't know that. Till
Yeah.
you told me earlier.
Yeah. But I would love to. I would love. It would be very interesting to have him here, honestly.
Yeah.
It'd be very informative.
There's so many.
And he's a great musician, by the way.
Yeah, he is. There's a lot of interesting people in
Yeah,
our circle,
yeah.
and the one thing that I hear. Not to plug my own jam, I won't even say the name of it. But
Well, please do. Why not?
No,
It's your podcast. It's your...
Yeah, but I was
Why
just going
not?
to say the one thing that stands out to me over the years of doing the jam is people come up to me and they're there for like the 4 hours and they'll go, wow, are you guys can't possibly all be in one band. You're all like different musicians that don't play together often, right? I go, yeah, exactly. We're just all proficient enough that we could pretty much pair anybody up with whoever is up next, and it's going to sound pretty decent.
And by the way, I cannot thank you enough because actually my wife, through Al, Big Al, the guy that was doing the jamming, Mount Dora,
Right.
she called him because she wanted me to start playing outside
Oh,
to make some friends because we were tired and I didn't know what to do. I picked up my guitar again after last time I picked it up was let me see, I was 28 when I put it down. I picked it up again 2 years ago. I was 64. So you can imagine, right?
yeah.
And very shy. And then my wife found out about your jam,
Yeah.
so she brought me there.
Uh-huh.
And
I remember that day.
Yeah, and I was so. I was nerve wracking. It was nerve wracking to me because I don't know these guys. They're good players. Look at him. Fuck, what am I gonna do here? I don't know. And I came to you and I said, you know what? I don't know if I can do this. And you just You just said, you know what? Just come and play with me. Don't worry about nothing. That really it lifted my spirit up, honestly.
I'm so glad that you did.
I never had that before.
So many people appreciate
Yeah.
the way you play and all that, and just your way you interact with everybody.
I mean,
You're not shy.
no,
I can't picture you saying you were
no, but
shy.
it's funny. You know what's funny about this? Then all of a sudden, I came out of my shell because of you, not because of me.
Should we start calling you Turtle?
Yeah, turtle is good. The fat turtle. Don't forget the fat because I'm a little big. I'm trying to lose some weight, so don't forget. The fat turtle is good.
I told
what?
Al.
Let me tell you something. Really, I'm very thankful. I mean it with my heart. You know why?
Yeah.
Because it gave me a sense, and you know what? And he put me back. Like all this passion of music came out to me again, which I hadn't had in years and years. I'm like, gosh, this is great. And then your venue, I gotta say it, the Jolly Gator in Geneva, this one. It's such a great venue for what you're playing, the blues and swamp music or whatever whatever they play, even country for that matter.
And it's in the middle of nowhere.
It's awesome.
Literally in the middle
of it. I love it. So, and it is awesome time. And guess what? I really don't care. I love that breeze coming through the windows, and I feel the sweat in my fingers like that. I love this. I don't know what it is. It's like a spirit took over my soul. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not kidding you. It's so weird, you know.
I have had that feeling from time to time. And one thing I noticed, whether it's a musician or just a patron at the place, it feels like family.
Yeah.
It really does. Like everyone's there. They just like come up to you and talk to you like they've known you for years.
For years. And everybody's so nice. I mean, from the staff, the ladies working there.
Right.
The cook in the back, even talking to the cook in the back.
I'm like, does the cook come up to you from a...
And I told him, listen, I used to work in restaurants. I know how to cook. I said, if you're short help, give me a call. I'm not expensive.
That's fine.
Yeah, I told
just throw me a burger and fries.
throw me a burger and fries. I'll be happy, bro. Don't worry about it. I've been told him that. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Oh, I loved it anyway.
So how many years was it between when you put your guitar down and started playing? You said the years.
Well, I moved to New York, and then when I moved to New York, back 17, and when I was about 17, I saved enough money and I bought myself 2 Fenders Stratocaster in 1980. Now, it was about 1980 and 1981. That was still the good time in New York City because you had bands playing Central Park, Avenue of America, down in Seoul,
right.
West Side, East Side. You have them everywhere. And all these bands, a lot of them, they were very talented. And a lot of them, obviously, they were black, nice blues players.
Right.
And sometime I would go around with my little portable amplifier, and sometime I would just stand there and look at them all afternoon because it was my day off. I had nothing to do. I was working in restaurants. I washed dishes. I was in the kitchen. So to me, to be just standing there, it was like freedom. We're like, wow, right. I love this. And I love the blues so much. I always loved the blues. But anyway, and they would say, hey, you want to play with us? Kid, come on. Why don't you give it a try? And I played with a few people that I really enjoyed. It was like, oh man, it's not like nowadays. Nowadays you go to New York, you see a guy, I saw a guy for $1, call me any name you want me to. Just call me any names. What do you mean call me any name for $1? Do something that is maybe, show some art or something, some talent.
Yeah. Literally?
Literally. I swear to you.
Basically, pay me to insult me?
Yeah, pay me $1 to insult me. I'm not kidding you. I was in New York 2 years ago. Wow. And I got to be honest with you, it's changed so much. The city has changed. The bars, Brooklyn, it's changed quite a bit. Where I used to live in, but anyway, so.
The world has changed.
Yeah, the world
has definitely changed.
That's what it is. But back in the 80s, I loved every single day. And I was broke, plain and simple,
right.
all the time.
In the 80s. Yeah. Well, yeah, I remember. Yeah, the 80s was a unique period of time.
Early 80s until the late 80s, and then they disappeared.
The funny thing is talking about the music scene in the 80s. We know how it went, like from British invasion, and then not necessarily in this order, but it went from there, and it went to disco, and then it went to punk and stuff like that, and grunge. When disco came out, I really didn't like it. It was just kind of like, it was just danceable, and I never was into dancing. But now I look back, and there's some really, really good disco music. And here's one thing that I've thought. I've shared this with a few people, and they go, "Wow, you're right." Next time you listen to the Bee Gees, "Staying Alive,"
Oh yeah,
picture Mick Jagger singing it and the Stones doing it. Picture
yeah.
they could do a remake of "Staying Alive," and it would be comical because they could go, "Staying Alive, ha ha ha."
No, but I always liked the disco. To me, was also always about the soul and the funk. I love that.
Yeah,
So it depends what kind of disco we're talking about.
right.
But as far as funk music, soul, rhythm and blues, I mean, I'm all over the place. I love that stuff. I just love it.
Earth, Wind, and Fire was one of my
Earth,
favorite
Wind, and Fire.
bands. Yeah.
And there was a great, and again, and again, if you look at those songs, including some rock,
Yeah.
a lot of it has affinity with the blues notes, with the
Yeah.
blues, which, is funny. Sometimes I come across a musician and he tells me, like me, I mean, we're not professional, we're just having a good time.
Right.
And God knows how we play. I don't even know. But anyway, long story short, it says, "Oh, you play blues? Oh, okay. Oh, 1-4-5. Yeah. Oh, no, that it's very simple to do that stuff. You know what? As soon as I say that, my head goes the red flag. It says, okay, number one, this is not my kind of guy. Number two, I have to agree to disagree because I'm not gonna. What am I gonna say anyway? There's nothing to be said.
Right.
And number three, I can say, well, do you want to play some? So it happened to me at Guitar Center.
Uh-huh.
So I got this shredder,
Yeah.
and I was doing a couple of notes. And I said, hey, by the way, and then I said, we looked at each other, we're across. I said, do you want to play like a 1-4-5 type of deal? Just maybe we can, I don't know, connect or something. Yeah, sure. Well, guess what? It was a good shredder. That's all I have to say. Listen, blues is not the 1-4-5.
No.
Blues it's not about scales, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I may be wrong.
Feel.
It's all about feelings. And you know what? Feelings come from your heart.
Right.
And then you phrase it. Sometime you pause.
Yeah.
Silence is music in blues.
Exactly. In fact,
Yeah.
Silence is exactly the way you said it.
Yeah.
Musical notes are the whole thing, but it's the silence between the notes that makes the music.
Makes the music.
Otherwise, it's just noise. If it was just one
noise,
continuous
one level
drone.
noise. No dynamics, no nothing. So yes, indeed, because I do attend quite a few jams every week. I see a lot of people playing, and I appreciate them all. But I can tell the one that have more feeling versus the one that have maybe lesser feeling because the dynamics are not there.
Right.
And the majority of the people, they don't understand dynamics. Dynamics, low, high, pauses, silence.
Right.
Now, again, if you ask me for a scale, I don't know what to tell you. I got to be honest with you. I don't know scales. I really don't. You know what's the funny part about scales, though? That I follow a lot of very good guitarists, professionals,
Right.
on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they have different names. I mean, the Pentatonica, well, I know that one, the major or the minor. Okay. But then you have 3 or more or 4 or others that they're like main scale. They call them whatever. And I don't even know the names, matter of
I know,
fact.
there's so many names.
Anyway, and sometimes I look at them and says, oh, wait a second. I played that half a note. I played those 3 notes. So what happens is, even if without knowing the scale, but sometime you may cross, one scale from one scale to another. Right. Without even knowing you're doing that because you're talking about your feelings.
Yeah.
And as best Eric Clapton ever said in an interview, he said that it was a great interview. And I like Eric Clapton, obviously. I mean, he's Eric Clapton, how can you not like him? But he said, it doesn't matter. I don't even think about scales anymore. Whatever comes to my mind, then I want to put my feeling into my humming, and then my humming goes to my fingers.
Right.
And that's how it's done. That's it.
Speaking of that, I know I've heard you play a couple of your originals. How many songs? Not how many, but when did you start writing?
Oh, just a year ago.
Really?
Just a year ago, after I started jamming with you,
Oh.
and then within the last year, not even a full year. First of all, there's a lot of, I guess I didn't realize, but there is a lot of crap in my head. So between one and the other. So, and he's sometimes I go in that box, then he's like, okay, this is your crap box. You want to do it? And then sometimes I just think about something and I write it. It's not any good, but it's fulfilling to me, And it is so funny. I guess you have to be in the right algorithm.
And the right place at the right
time. Yeah. And there's so many artists out there that they're great artists, but they're not in the right place at the right time.
Right.
And it's so
And
sad,
yeah.
you know.
And it's almost as bad as being in the wrong place at the wrong
Yeah,
time.
you're right. It's
Usually
pretty
that ends in a prison term.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't want that. But you're right. But quite a few people I know like that. I can mention a few that they're really, really good. I mean, it's like, man, you deserve to be, you know, up there somewhere. You deserve to be in the front of 1,000 people playing.
Right.
You said, not me, but you do, because you're great.
Yeah.
And there's a few people I know like that, and they're really humble usually. The good ones are humble.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, there's some amazing,
Yeah,
talented
yeah,
people
yeah.
that nobody's ever heard of.
No, yeah.
Nobody.
It's too bad, you know.
Yeah. I'm going to ask a favor. Can we play a song together?
You can play whatever you want.
Okay. How about "Rock Me, Baby"? Because
Rock me, baby, sure.
I've got an amplifier right there.
Oh, awesome.
And look at this. I've got a guitar jack ready to go. I can't guarantee that the amp won't crackle. I did spray some tuner clean.
That's all right. That's all right.
But we got a jack for you. I've got a bass amp here, and I can play bass.
Sure.
I never get to play bass, so I'll play that one.
All right. I'll pick up.
Okay. Just don't trip over the tripod.
Hey, man. Fat Turtle is moving. Watch out.
So, so wherever you want to start.
Rock me, baby. Rock me all night long. Rock me, baby. Rock me all night long. I want you to rock me, honey, until my back is got a bone. Roll me, baby. Roll me like a wagon wheel. Roll me, baby. Roll me like a wagon wheel. I want you to roll me, honey. You know how it makes me feel. Rock me, baby. Rock me slow. Rock me, baby. Oh, rock me slow. I want you to rock me, woman, until I want it no more. See? Ain't bad. Hey, we're ready. What are we going to play next? What's the venue you want to play? We got a gig somewhere?
Yeah. Got anything closer to New York?
Sure. We're going to a park in a bar or something.
So I just want to say to all you watching this, thank you for tuning in. We've had a blast. I hope you have.
Oh, yeah.
And, and then we will come back and we'll do this again. And after this broadcast is over, I'm going to ask you if you want to play some more.
Sure. Hey, we're retired. What the heck?
What the heck?
Hey.
Thanks for tuning in to Words and Music with Parlor Jones and my guest, Al Ravaglia.
It's fine.
Ravaglia. That's it. I dropped the G.
Yeah.
Al Ravaglia.
Wonderful.
Now, for all of you out there that think it's Ravaglia, you've been corrected. It's
It's
Ravaglia.
Okay. It's okay. Thank you, Parlor.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.